What up guys, my name is Kong and today I'm going to be doing another movie review for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, how do I start with this? I'm going to say that this kind of on par with the first one in some areas. So, let's talk about it. Alright, let's talk about what did I like about this movie. I like that it was funny, that the joke was on point, some of the action was great, like the Wasp in the car and she was beating up those guys in the kitchen. I loved that sequence. I thought that was a really great choreographed fight sequence. I really liked that. What else did I like? I like that we got to go in and see a little bit more of the microscopic world in the quantum zone, the quantum void. I like that we got to see a little bit more of that. What else did I like? I like to see, more of the ant, moving around, and also we get to see more of the relationship between, Scott and his daughter, and him being house arrested, that sort of thing. That we get to see their relationship, and I like to see human interaction. That Scott is just he's not a superhero with power. We all know that. He's not Incredible Hulk, he's not Thor, he's not Loki, or he's not Iron Man or Captain America. He is just a guy with a suit, And there are some great action. Oh, another great action would be the chase scene, a little bit of that, and Scott being a big. He's having a big sign. There was some funny. There's a lot of great moments in this movie, so I really enjoy, and it's great, and I like that. Excuse me, and to me, it's like, you know what, I rather have a good, enjoyable movie than not a boring movie, So that's a lot of good thing about this movie. What did I not like about this movie? That this movie is really, it's the continuation from the first one. That is really about Hank finding his wife, in the quantum zone, or in the quantum void, or in a quantum field, whatever it may call. I can't recall it. But to me, it feels like it's not really about. I get that Hank is the original, Ant-Man, so to speak. But in this, it's kind of the continuation, and understand they're trying to, finish the story, that sort of thing. But it's to me, I kind of feel betrayed because it's called Ant-Man and the Wasp. It should have been Hank and the Wasp, or Hank and his wife, or something like that, or just call it something that is not deceiving. The reason I said it is not even about Scott. Scott is just kind of like a side character. It's really, we focus on Hank and his daughter. That's it. It's not even about Scott, even though in the first one it's really about Scott. So it's kind of like we sort of get one thing and the other, so it's just like, okay. And Scott really didn't do anything for the movie as a character-wise. He wasn't as smart. He wasn't that intelligent. He wasn't a creative fighter, or a creative person, or innovative person. He didn't really do much. I feel like they kind of dumb him down. I feel like he's kind of dumb. Not in his intelligence, but I feel like the writer is not portraying him as an intelligent man. And so it's, maybe I don't know my comic book that well, but it's just, I feel like he's a sideline character. and I feel like Wasp is a better characters. To me, they have developed her character more than Scott. Than all the three. Really, I feel she's more developed character than Hank or Scott. It's just, or even so. What I did not also like, I did not like the villain. I think the villain is kind of below average. I didn't feel her motivation. I don't feel sympathy for her. I don't understand her pain. I don't really relate to her. I really don't understand her. It's just, it's hard because we come from seeing Killmongers being so good, or Thanos. You feel their emotion. You see their drive. Here is kind of contrived. Here is really a petty. Really weak. It doesn't convey that. It's just, and then you also realize that then at the end, the mother really helped her, the villain Ghost, alleviate some of her pain. Like, why didn't she just come to Hank and Scott and the Wasp and ask, hey, can you help me? I'm literally dying. Please help. Why didn't she go open hand, peacefully, and say, hey, I'm dying, please help. I'll do anything to help you guys. Is that sometimes, instead of going in and like start hurting people, sometimes it's just good to just go and say, hey, ask for help. And that's why it's just, and then there's so many questions I have with this movie. Like, how did Hank's wife find Scott? It's such a spatially just different. How does she find him, and how does she know where they are? How does she know where she is? And there's so many questions that I have. Those are the two main I have, and it's just, this movie is really loose, in a sense that it's well interwoven. I like to say this because that's what I feel like. It's a little loose. There's a little crack. There's a little holes in different places and parts. So it's not. It's, if you look deeper and you really analyze it, you see the whole. You see the pieces that are a little loose. So that's why I kind of not really like this movie, because some of the characters are kind of weak, the villain's kind of weak, and the plot and the questions that I have for this movie is kind of weak. Not weak, but it's questionable. I feel like they kind of just put it under the rug, so to speak. So you guys are probably wonder, what the score would I give this movie? I give this movie a 6 out of 10, barely above average. I know I'm a hard critic, and I have to admit, I am a hard critic. It's just that, we see a good movie from Marvel, like Black Panther, Thanos, or the Thor Ragnarok. You see so many great movies, despite, I say probably the better would be Black Panther and the Avenger. But their movie has been so good. Most of them have been so good. This one, I feel like Marvel they almost missed the mark. It's like they deviate from, when you're throwing a dart, they kind of deviate a little bit, and it's off mark, by just a smidge, but a little bit. I feel like this is probably one of their not so great movies in their profiles. I liked the first one a little bit more because it was more personal. It was Scott had more of a reason to do the thing that he needs. Here he's more of a side character. Here he's more of a comedic relief. There was Luis. I love Luis. He's awesome in this movie. I feel like we need to do just a movie about him and the Wasp. I don't care about Hank. I don't care about Scott. I care about the Wasp and Louise. It's funny that I say that because we're supposed to want to see these two main characters, but I want to see this Wasp because she kick ass, and I like to see Louise because he's funny and he's like different character. He's normal and his life is so interesting, you know. So to me, I also feel like Louise writing his script is far better than Hank, and then Scott's writing, Scott's character development. You think that you would be the opposite, but so. Again, guys, I give this movie a 6 out of 10. I certainly did enjoy it. My brother and I, we did certainly enjoy it. It was funny. I did laugh. I liked the actions. It was great. What I did not like was the villain, the story. There was some question I have. I've told you guys about it. So when it comes down to it, would I recommend it? Yeah, I would. I would recommend you go watch it. This week because it is probably one of the better movie out there to really enjoy and relax. And this movie, I got advice for you. When you go watch this movie, just sit back and enjoy. Don't think like I do. I'm a critic and I tend to analyze and think about things. So from that point of view, if you do that, you will enjoy this movie a lot more than I did. And so again, guys, I give this movie a 6 out of 10. I know I'm hard on this movie because my expectation is that Marvel's been doing well. You guys should have kept your game up, maintain that consistency, and I'm about consistency. So give it a 6. It's probably one of the lower tiers made from Marvel. It's not a bad movie by any means at all. It's just in the villain and the writing and the character development is just a little less not desirable, but it just wasn't worked out, you know, as thoroughly as the other movies, other characters, other movies from the Marvel repertoire, you can say. So anyway, guys, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, browse to my YouTube channel. I have a lot of contents on there you guys to check out. Please do so. Alright? And also, smash that bell button, guys. Help me and help you, alright? But at the end of the day, I have to say thank you so much for your time and effort to watching my movie review of Antman and the Wasp. Take it, guys. Bye-bye.